gosh, good morning. It was such a rolly night yesterday. I guess we're not really in the prime anchorage to be protected from the Atlantic swells. That's kind of where they're coming in. But the anchor held, it was all fine, just a little uncomfortable. Yeah, today's the day. We are setting off for France now. It's been really great in the Scillies. I've enjoyed it a lot. Big part of me wishes that we could have spent more time here, but we do have a schedule, sadly. And so this is a great window to get to France. Yeah, it should be like 2 days, 1.5 days, something like that. One night, hopefully. And then we're heading for Brest, or close to Brest. We won't go into Brest directly. Yeah, I really do hope it's going to be a great sail. According to the weather forecast, it will. But we know how that goes. Hi, we are sailing. That's good for one.
Hand to the sails.
Yeah. We've got one reef in the foresail, although it's not super windy right now, but we're on the side of caution, I think. Yeah, just leaving the Scillies, which is very fun. What the fuck is that?
What?
You see?
Oh yeah. What the fuck is that? A buoy, isn't it?
Oh,
Or
yeah.
a piece of wood? It's a piece of wood.
Oh, wow.
And it's a tree trunk.
Oh. Fun. Good thing we didn't run into that. That's another fear of mine. Like, you know, of these submerged trees
Yeah.
that are like just below the water.
Yeah.
That's a fear. Also containers, they
Yeah.
also can get just below the water.
Yeah.
Surface.
Yeah. Whales do the same thing.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now the orcas obviously are.
Yeah.
So we're not there yet.
Yeah.
So the engine is not fixed. Sad news. Yesterday before we left, I dove in and there was some weed wrapped around the prop, and I cut all that off with great difficulty but perseverance. And I hoped that would fix the problem, but apparently it did not. So I guess the only other option is that something with the fuel line. There's air in there somewhere, or it's like a filter. That was a suspicion at first as well. But yeah. So I'll try to see if I can maybe bleed the line later during the crossing. We're still heading to France, we can sail, so it's all fine. But yeah, maybe when it's a bit calmer, when we're away from land, I'll try to see, pull down to the engine and see what I can do, I guess. We could think about checking the reef.
Yeah.
But yeah, on the plus side, like, we can sail and we should be able to sail for the whole way. So even if we can't get the engine fixed, we will sail onto the anchorage like we did yesterday. And I mean, the engine runs for like 10 minutes maybe, so we can use it for a last little push.
Of course. Where else for the engine to stop working than between a whole bunch of rocks?
Yeah, of course. Amongst a whole bunch of waves while we were close hauled.
Yeah. Yep. Couldn't have gone any other way.
No, of course. But we managed so well. Pat yourself on the shoulder
Yes.
or on the back. But I'm looking forward to our crossing actually.
Yes. I'm looking forward to getting to France. I'm sleeping.
Yeah, well, like I said this morning, the night wasn't exactly calm and restful.
Not exactly. Those were not words I would have used.
Yeah. Oh well, we can sleep today.
Yeah.
It is very wavy. Well, it doesn't look it on camera, but trust me, it is. Isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's wavy, but it's a gentle, very.
Yeah.
It's some of the waves are quite tall, but they're gentle.
Yeah.
So it's all right.
Well, Atlantic swell, I guess. We are sailing the Atlantic right now. Well, I guess you could argue that it's the channel. I don't know where the Atlantic starts and the channel ends. But we're in one of those, and I would like to say that we're in the Atlantic. It sounds cooler.
That's true.
Yeah, still got about 112 miles to go to France last time I looked. So, still early in our journey, obviously. But yeah, I don't know if I'll be doing a lot of cooking in this.
Have we mentioned before that on our crossings, Hazel is the cook?
I don't think so. Because I don't have any like pot clamps on my stove. So Evie doesn't really like to do the cooking because the pots sometimes slide all over. And
It stresses me out and it's boiling water.
yeah. So I usually do the cooking on passage there, but instead Evie does a lot of the cooking.
All of the rest of the time.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of cooking, look at that. Ain't that a healthy looking meal? In case you can't tell, it's leftover pasta in a box.
Yay, leftovers.
Yay, leftovers indeed. Also, we're going like 5 knots right now, sometimes faster than 5 knots, which is really good. So we're making really good progress. And the wind is sort of on the beam. There you go. So that's a very good point of sail for junk rig also. Same as aft quarter and aft as well.
Anything that's not directly on the nose.
Pretty much, yeah. So yeah, we are speeding along. I think the wind's going to calm down a little bit. It's maybe, it might be 15 knots right now. But yeah, I think throughout the day it's supposed to calm down a little bit. Yeah, of course they're gone. Oh! So we've been hand steering, taking turns hand steering this entire time because like it's a bit wavier, but we just put on Greg.
Yes!
Yeah, and he's doing well. Go Greg, go Greg, go Greg. Which means we can relax. Love that. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, Greg.
A most valued member of the crew, I'd say.
Yes.
But I think the waves have come down a little bit. Maybe that's an illusion, I don't know. break the master. Here we have our sails. Still same position. Wind is still on the beam. So that makes life easy for us. Not many sail configuration changes. Just sitting and steering. Well, not steering anymore. Talking, eating. What else can you do? Oh, we've been practicing our French. Haven't we?
Call it practice.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've been failing our French.
I will spare you a demonstration of our amazing skills at French. But, I mean, I can order a ton of chocolat or two. So,
Well
I feel like
you.
that's pretty important. We are in France! French waters! So it's time. The courtesy flag is checked.
It is much too early in the morning. It's 5 o'clock, 5:15. And we have crossed into French waters earlier. I don't know, 8:45 in the evening last night, I think. We have 40 miles to go. And we are about to cross the last of our 3 shipping channels, which will hopefully be a little less terrifying during the daylight. It's also actually regular size, whereas the other 2 were, I don't know, 5 miles wide, which, you know, takes us an hour to cross at good speed, and can be rather concerning. What else can I say? It is very, very, very cold. I'm freezing. Hazel and me are both very tired, and we can't wait to get into Anchorage and sleep. Okay, so we have officially passed the last fishing lane. Not fishing lane, shipping lane. In other news, the times have changed, meaning we have reception. So it is now 7:30 instead of 6:30. And we can see land, or I can see land. For a while I wasn't quite sure, because with all of these waves it can often seem like there's land when there's not, but that is definitely land. It has been there for at least 20 minutes in that very shape. Yeah. And other than that, waves have got a little bit bigger again. Wind has actually suddenly dropped a little bit. Might be shaking one of the reefs in a minute. At the moment, sail configuration, we've got a full mainsail and 2 reefs in the foresail. So yeah, might be shaking the second reef in a minute. We'll see.
So, as mentioned before, there's something wrong with the engine. It only runs for like 15 minutes. And yesterday, that was really an issue. We could sail very well, and also I didn't really want to be tinkering on the engine when it was so wavy. But today, although we're not sailing too bad right now, but it is definitely lighter and also the waves aren't as crazy. So today is the ideal opportunity to troubleshoot, really. We've already tested two theories. The first one was whether it would run longer or indefinitely with low revs. It did not, so it seems to run for about 15 minutes. And then the second theory was whether it was about the breather. So we opened up the what is it called, Evie? The filler cap. Yes, exactly. That also did not work. So there we go. So it is actually, in fact, most likely, hopefully, the filter that I do believe I have a spare for. So I will be changing that after some lunch. And that obviously means that I get to bleed the line again, which is my most favorite thing. And yeah, change the filter and all of that. That's a bit of a messy job, I believe. I think I've done it once before. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's easy enough. Take the old one out, put the new one in, pop back up, fill the thing with diesel. The end. Evie's here. Making soup for lunch. Ooh.
From a can.
Yeah. It is pretty spectacular. Your culinary skills amaze me. You are cooking as well. That's very unusual. Let's see.
You were in a bad mood.
Because the stupid engine is not working. But yeah.
We don't really have like anything that we would usually have for lunch anymore.
No, yeah, no bread or tortillas or.
Yeah.
We have one tortilla left, or like half, because half of it was moldy.
Yeah. So canned soup. That's the next best thing.
I kind of look forward to it now, actually. I haven't had cream of tomato soup since.
Cream of mushrooms.
Oh, yeah, cream of mushroom soup. True, superior. I haven't had cream of mushroom soup since we went camping as children. So this will be awesome. Over there is Ossant, an island just off of Brest. And over there somewhere, though we cannot see it, is Brest. So we're definitely in France now, which is very exciting. Other than that, I'm very excited for my soup now. Right, so I believe it is this filter that I need to change. So I have two. This one with the water catcher and then this little one. And so I'm gonna go change that one. I have a spare here. Yeah, let's do this. Try to get your fingers. Aha! Oh, that worked really well. Okay. Get ready to be diesel flying. There we go. Now don't lose anything. And there we have it. That is the old filter. I'm not an expert, but it doesn't look that dirty to me. I mean, it's... I don't know. Looks okay. Here we have the filter holder. There's a little bit of muck in there, but I don't know, not a lot. Now it's time for the new filter. But I don't know, I think it's... Oh shit, what way around was it? I think it was this way around actually. With the hole on top. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. So now, just have to put it on again somehow. Okay, now I just have to pump enough diesel in there. You do have like a lift pump on over there on the diesel somewhere, but I installed this on the suggestion of my dad, and I think it's a great thing. There's air bubbles coming out here. that's tight. That must be where the air's coming in. Okay. Maybe if I can get a copper washer underneath there, that could do it. Maybe. So, there's a copper washer up here, and there is one down here as well, but it's so thin. Sorry for the wiggle. I don't know how to focus, but that might be the problem actually. That's where air's coming out, and that might be where air's getting in. Am I a master mechanic now? See this? Okay. Let me try to show this as best as I can. It's worn down a little bit. See, this is what a new one looks like. And there, I don't know how well you can see this, but the middle bit is worn down a little bit. It's a bit thinner there. Interesting. So the truth comes out, I'm in fact not a master mechanic. Surprise. So put it all back together. We ran it around for like 18 minutes and then it shut off again. And now I am pretty sure that it is this fuel filter contraption here. This is the one I was talking about with the water catcher that's a bit unstable, and that's not something I can fix right now actually because I don't have the right parts. So we'll just have to wait, I guess. We'll have to deal with what we have. And just knowing that we can motor for like 15 minutes, I guess, helps a little bit. Yeah, we'll have to see how we do it when we get into the marina, I guess. But anchoring, that's not a problem that we can do. But obviously when we go home, we want to leave our boat in a marina. So that should be fun, that one. But at home, hopefully I can get the right parts to properly fix it. Yeah, there we go. I'm not a mechanic. I feel like this should be clarified. So all the speculations that I make that what I think could be wrong with the engine are basically guesses. So another, like I pointed out the filter thingy on the wall, another possibility is the mixing elbow apparently, which is also something I can't fix yet. So what we are doing now is, because we only have like 11 miles to go to the anchorage.
But there's absolutely no wind. Well, there is some wind, but not enough to get us over these waves.
Yeah, we're not moving very fast, that's for sure. So we're kind of motoring a bit until the motor gets out, and then we're sailing. And
they're going for the sailing in quotation marks. We're bobbing.
Yeah. And yeah, after we'll give it some time to like air out and everything, and then we'll try and set the engine again, and hopefully that will edge us there. Yeah, I really hope we're not messing up the engine with this, but there you go. Fun thing though, there's some jellyfish that look like they have swallowed electromagnets. That's kind of cool.
Which sounds bizarre, but they do actually look like that.
Yeah, they do.
We had some dolphins accompany us for a while.
Yeah, that was nice. But they left again after we turned off the engine, which is weird. You'd think it would be the other way around.
Maybe they thought we were a fishing boat coming in or something, so they were like, oh, they've got scraps. Angle to capture despirited Hazel from. 8 miles to go.
Snack time. So, let's see.
ETA 12 o'clock? Or was it worse?
Let me cast a shadow so others can see it. Yeah, around 12 right now. Wondering, a snacking 1 point something knots. 7.2 miles to go. How are we feeling?
Almost there.
You're the only ones that got us, I could never let my sister down. You've been too strong for too long, yet still you never sit down.
We are coming into our anchorage under sail, as you may be able to tell. How are we feeling, Evie?
Finally!
Yeah. True. I do think, expert mechanic talking here, I do think air's the problem. But now that I've said it, it probably turns out to be something else, because that seems to be how it goes. But yeah, I do think air in the diesel line is the problem. So, I guess in a minute I'll drop the foresail.
Yeah.
Run down really quick, bleed it again. We can leave the mainsail up while we anchor. It doesn't have that much force, and as
Really?
we're turning into the wind.
The only thing we need power for is to test the anchor, to back up on the anchor.
That's
right?
true. Yeah.
We want a motor to back up on the anchor, really.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But I'll take the foresail down in a minute though.
Yeah.
Okay. The exciting life of us trying to anchor under sail. Gotta get your priorities straight. That is a very pretty sunset.
It is a very pretty sunset. It's not like we're going anywhere.
Yeah. Now we're inching forward. Look at that, 1.2 knots apparently. Rather the speed than too fast, I say.
That's true. We will be anchored in, hopefully by sundown.
It is very pretty here though, actually. Very pretty looking town. What is it called again? Wait, I'll let you know, dear viewers. It is called Camaret-sur-Mer, apparently.
It's on the sea, they are correct about that.
Yeah, that is true.
We made it! We're anchored! And in daylight!
I would not believe it.
Here we have a Hazel putting the stairs back in place. How many times have you bled the engine today, Hazel?
10 at least, I'd say.
So when we say Hazel's put her 10,000 hours into bleeding the engine, we are not joking.
Yeah. I know how it works now. I could probably do it blindfolded. Yeah.
Right. Celebratory rosé?
Oh yes, please.
Nice.
I'll get it out. All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to France.
France. La France.
La France. Nous sommes ici. Alright, that is it for this video. Thank you so much to everyone for watching. Also, huge, massive thank you to my first ever Patreon. Yeah, if you too would like to become a Patreon, I've put the link in the video description down below. With a subscription, you would get access to some wicked videos that I upload every other week that I'm uploading on YouTube, where basically I just show more up-to-date things like what I'm doing actually now, because my videos on YouTube are a bit behind, or I just answer some questions. Basically anything that you want to see, I will do. Yeah, as ever, the music in this video is by me, so if you also would like to check out my Spotify or Amazon Music, Apple Music, feel very free. It's also available on all other streaming platforms, so I would greatly appreciate that. Okay, I hope you have a lovely 2 weeks or 1 week if you are a Patreon. That is it. Bye!